Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about how I am planning the next school year. I know it seems like it's super early because the school year is really just now ending, but this is a process that I do every year and I adjust it as I get closer to the school year. And of course, as we get into the school year, I make changes, but it's necessary for me to kind of map out how things are going or could go for our upcoming school year based on the curriculum choices that we have made. With us having so many things going on, especially when we start the school year, extracurricular activities, I like to kind of have just a blueprint of a plan. It is a rough draft. And when I say rough draft, I will definitely make changes to it, but I need this blueprint to kind of give me an idea. I do still like to spend individual time with each one of my daughters for their learning, whether that's language arts or math. Those are typically the subjects for my bigger girls. And then for my youngest daughter, everything. She needs individual time for everything that she's working on, unless it's like a craft or something in handwriting. She can do those things on her own. So I have to plan things out and know how much attention, I'll say, is going to be needed, how much of my attention is going to be needed from my daughters based on the specific subjects, so that I can make sure to give them that one-on-one time that they still really need and that I really want to give them. So now that I have purchased all of the curriculum, I'm moving into my steps to preparing for the upcoming school year. The first thing I'm going to do is basically I just gather everything that I have for each one of my daughters, and they each get their own stack. Their individual curriculum, language arts, math, whatever else it's going to be, whatever they may have, spelling, handwriting, vocabulary, all of those things, and they each have their own pile of work. And this helps me to really just be able to lay my eyes on what each of them is going to be doing for the upcoming school year as far as individual subjects goes. And the second thing that I do in trying to prepare for the upcoming school year is that I am going to flip through their curriculum. I said it before, but I'm doing that right now. And the reason why I flip through each one of their curriculums, I know my girls. I've been homeschooling them all of these years. I know what their levels are. I know areas that they may need a little bit more assistance. And that will require more time for me as I'm planning out what our tentative schedule will look like. So if I'm flipping through curriculum and we've changed the curriculum, I know that, okay, on this section for the lesson portion, they may need a little bit more help of us getting through it. Now, this is not a detailed flip through. I'm not going through every single lesson saying, oh, my girls know this will be easy, or, oh, they don't know this, we'll need more time. It's just a broad look at what it is that they're going to be doing based on what I know about my girls, their learning styles, how quickly they catch on to different things, areas that they may need a little bit more improvement. I can look at their curriculum and say, this is going to be something that they'll need a little bit more help on in the beginning of the school year. And as we move towards, week 25, they may not need as much help. That is just a broad thing, and it kind of gives me an opportunity to see where we would need to make adjustments in our schedule, including in extracurricular activities and anything else that we have going on within our homeschool. The third thing that I do is I make that temporary schedule that I talked about, that schedule that will definitely, I know 100% be changed, but it gives me just a foundation to work with when it's time as we get closer to the new school year of what things will look like for us. Times may change. My daughter's basketball time may not be from 7:30 to 9:30 on Monday and Wednesday mornings. I don't know. I do know that it will be during the week, and it will be during what our normal homeschool hours will be. So I will have to make adjustments for that. And that in the past has been prime time for me to work with my other two daughters because I have one at practice and I can spend that quality time with each of them. So after I've looked at their curriculum, I just do like a tentative schedule, and I have a little 3-ring binder, a spiral notebook that I write it down. I write down the date that I did this tentative schedule, and later on I have that and I can go and just reassess as we get closer to the school year. The fourth thing, after I have looked at all of their resources, I've kind of got this tentative schedule. Now I'm trying to figure out, is there anything else that I need to add to this curriculum? Are we going to need science experiments, manipulatives, any outings that we're going to have that go along with it? Maybe there's some great thing on Teachers Pay Teachers that I know that we may possibly use. I make a list of those things for each one of my girls. If it's family subjects, I also add those in as well, so that I know what it is that I need or what I may want before I get to that lesson or before we start the school year, so that I'm not scrambling trying to find those things, because a lot of sales happen during the summertime for material that you may need, supplements, all of that. Those types of things are about to start happening now, and I don't want to miss out on some really good deals for information that we may need. So the fifth thing is, once I've decided what I do and don't need, if I need to add something to my daughter's language arts curriculum, or I need to add science experiments to our science curriculum, whatever it may be, I make a list of those things that I feel like I need. Once I have that list, that is what I am sticking to for the year. And I look around our home to see, because we have lots of science projects that we have not used, science kits. And that's just to name a few things. There are also manipulatives, and sometimes they get tucked down in the bottom of a bin and you're like, I didn't even know we had that. So I go through our homeschool room with a fine-tooth comb and make sure that I'm not overspending and getting out of the set budget for the homeschool year. And that brings me to number 6. Staying within budget, scoping out the items that we need, finding the best deals, and getting them in our homeschool so that we can be as prepared as we possibly can for the upcoming school year. And I'm not starting the school year off without, because I don't like that. Being unprepared is one of my biggest pet peeves. I love to be prepared and make sure that I have everything that I need. Yes, there will be times where things come up that we don't have it. But if I've looked through and kind of gotten a list of what we need, it's less likely to happen, which starts us out with a really smooth school year and less unexpected things coming our way. That is where I am with our planning. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.